Well, let me just ask you this, Mr. Krugman. Why do you think the chicken crossed the road? Well, it's easy because this chicken was sick and tired of the failures of capitalism. This chicken was definitely a Keynesian. He was encouraged by the Fed's low interest rates. He was encouraged by the stimulus package that Obama passed. He was encouraged by finally some spending on teachers' unions and infrastructure. He was encouraged that maybe there'd be enough stimulus to get this capitalist system back on a footing once we had more government spending. That's why this chicken went out. He was finally encouraged with the low interest rates. He went out to look for a job. But he got distracted. When he saw a federal building across the street, he went in and he wanted to apply for food stamps for 99 weeks of unemployment. Then he wanted to go on SSI. Then he wanted to wait around for the next 99 weeks for the election, where he could vote for a socialist, maybe a Marxist, maybe a soft communist, something like that, and finally get this country back on a Keynesian footing. And so we would be able to remedy the failures of capitalism in the markets. That he was encouraged by the government. This is clearly a Keynesian chicken. Peter, we just heard from Maria and Krugman. Now I'd like to ask you, as the founder of the Tea Party, why do you think the chicken crossed the road? Well, that's easy, Rick. This chicken has seen the writing on the wall. This chicken knows that what Bernanke is doing is inflationary. He knows that QE 1, 2, and 3 are going to do nothing but inflate the money supply. That's inflation by definition. This chicken knows that the government's just trying to monetize the debt. So this chicken crossed the street in order to open an account at Europe Pacific Precious Metals. This chicken wants to own some gold, some silver, some physical precious metals in order to prepare for the collapse of the dollar. This chicken has probably read my book, The Real Crash. He's probably a premium member of the SchiffRadio.com. He's probably seen my videos on YouTube at the Schiff Report. This is clearly an Austrian chicken, a chicken with more common sense than Bernanke, who's willing to prepare now for the coming crash. He knows that interest rates have to go up. You can't keep monetizing the debt and printing money without creating inflation. They have to, and once we have inflation, then you add that to the real interest rate, and the nominal interest rate goes up, and the federal government can't balance its budget because the component paying the interest is going to be too high. This chicken knows all that. It sees the inflation coming, and it's preparing for it now. This chicken has more common sense than your average American, and has certainly more common sense than people like Krugman and the Keynesians.